So, you're a QA professional, and you've just stepped into the world of telecom. It can feel like landing on a whole new planet, right? Well, think of this as your guide. We're going to completely reframe how you see your job, taking you from just running test cases to becoming a real domain expert. Let's get started by digging into the single biggest hurdle you're going to face.
This right here, this idea is everything. It's the key that unlocks why telecom feels so overwhelmingly complex. And more importantly, it shows you the path to mastering it. Seriously, it's not about your technical chops. It's all about shifting how you look at the problem.
All right, let's start with a feeling I bet many of you know all too well. That sense of confusion when you're just getting started. It's a super common problem, but you might be surprised where it actually comes from.
As testers, our instinct is to jump right in. We start writing test cases, executing scenarios, logging defects. And look, in a lot of industries, that works just fine. But in telecom, if you only focus on those surface-level tasks, you're just setting yourself up for frustration. You're basically testing the tiny tip of the iceberg, totally blind to the massive connected system hiding right below the water. Okay, get ready for the aha moment. We're about to pull back the curtain on something so simple, so routine, we do it every day without even thinking about it. And this is where you're going to see the hidden world that you're actually testing.
From your perspective, what is it? You tap a button, it connects. Simple. But behind the scenes, from a systems point of view, there is an incredible high-speed dance going on. Just look at this chain of events. Your phone hits a cell tower. That request then zips through an access network to a core network that has to figure out of billions of possibilities, where to send your call. And at the exact same time, other systems are jumping in to check if you're a real customer, figure out how much to charge you, and then finally connect the call and make a note to bill you for it later. It's a massive chain reaction, all happening in a split second.
And that is the crucial point. When a call fails, the bug probably isn't in the call button on your app. The defect could be buried in the authentication system, or in the routing logic, or in the network handshake. If you're only staring at that one screen, you are missing the entire story. So now that we've seen the insane complexity hiding in just one phone call, let's zoom out. Let's map out the entire telecom landscape. Trust me, it is so much bigger than most people realize. It's a really simple definition for a ridiculously vast concept. We're talking voice, video, texts, data from millions of smart devices. Telecom is the invisible plumbing that makes our connected world possible. And as you can see here, telecom isn't just one thing. It's a whole ecosystem of connected parts. Yeah, you've got the mobile networks we all use, but you also have the broadband lines to our homes, special systems just for businesses, and these enormous billing and customer platforms holding the whole thing together. Because everything is so interconnected, it's just a different beast than other IT fields. Think about it. A bug in a shopping app might annoy one person, but a failure in a core telecom network, that can affect millions of people instantly. The dependencies are just massive, and the stakes are unbelievably high.
I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? Telecom systems never ever sleep. They are 24/7, always-on, critical pieces of infrastructure. And that high-stakes, always-on environment is precisely why your role as a tester who understands the bigger picture is so incredibly valuable.
Okay, so we get the problem, we get the landscape, now let's talk about you. Let's redefine your role and give you the expert mindset you need to absolutely crush it in this field.
First things first, let's tackle the #1 fear head-on. I guarantee every tester new to this field has this question nagging at them, worrying that they need to become a network engineer overnight.
The answer is a huge, resounding no. Just look at this. You do not need to be an expert on deep protocols or analyze data packets, but you do need to understand the flow of data. You don't need network engineering skills, but you do need to be able to connect a symptom, like a dropped call, to the potential systems that could be causing it. It's about thinking like a detective, not an engineer.
This is your new checklist for being an absolute rock star. A great telecom tester thinks way beyond the test case. They think about the customer's entire journey. They're always thinking about potential risks, and they make sure the billing is right and the performance is solid. You become the critical bridge between the business side and the tech side. If you take only one thing away from all of this, please let it be this. The application you're testing is just one piece in a giant, intricate puzzle. And to test your one piece well, you have to be aware of the whole board. Now let's talk about why this is all so important. This shift in mindset isn't just about being a little better at your day-to-day job. It's about putting your career on a fast track.
The benefits are real, and they're tangible.
Because these systems are so critical and because mistakes are so costly, companies will pay for testers who get it. That domain knowledge leads directly to more trust, way more responsibility, and a much clearer path into leadership.
Let me paint a picture of how this plays out every single day. One tester, with no context, reports, the call button is broken. The other tester, the one with context, says, the call button fails under high latency network conditions, probably because the authentication request is timing out and it's impacting our prepaid customer segment. Now, which one of those bugs do you think gets fixed first?
And really, that's the ultimate payoff. When you can speak with confidence not just about a technical glitch, but about its business impact, you stop being just another tester. You become a trusted quality advisor, and that changes everything. So this brings us to the final, most important takeaway I want you to have. The next time you sit down to write a test case, I want you to ask yourself this question. Am I just testing a button, or am I testing an entire customer journey? The moment you shift your focus from a single feature to the whole end-to-end experience, you're not just changing how you test. You are changing the entire value you bring to your team and your career.